Yo guys, how's it going? Welcome back with another replay with Linksy. We have a multiplayer battle from the live stream actually. So we, it's a really interesting map. We are Syracuse, Saba, and we have Roliscutia. Guess who that is? Yes, it is the one and only, the great Essence. And we're fighting against Egypt, and I believe this is Lusitani, yes, and Swabi over on the other side. And yeah, the only part of our army they could see was the cav just charging out of the trees. So I got three mercenary Italian cavalry. As you can see, I'm really enjoying Syracuse with my companion cavalry, Hippias Lancers, and my generals, Hippias Lancer as well. And Sabia has Murray, Cataphract over there, and my army is then three Samite warriors. They leave five Turkish swordsmen and just barbaric slingers and archers. Yeah, two barbaric slingers and two archers. Attila's is pretty much just noble. Seba. It's noble sword, Maribro guard, another Camel Cataphracts over here, and just Musgrass Marauders, which are just a fantastic shock unit, and then some Desert Levy in the front to absorb units. These noble women over here are already getting kills. Ooh, they're targeting the Lusitani general. Ooh, that is gonna hurt. Yeah, the Lusitani general over here is getting wrecked. These guys are insanely good. Royal Skytia is just fantastic. Royal Horse, which are heavily cav, melee cav, and then there's noble steppe noble lancers, and these are just super heavy shock troops. This was played on ultra, so definitely was a fun match with a lot of money to be thrown around on epic units. Now the first thing that starts happening, we start surrounding them completely. Now Egypt has brought itself a lot of Royal Peltas, Numidian Bowmen, some decent Turkish swords, Ptolemaic Cav, Egyptian Cav, and elephants. Just decent. But yeah, we were coordinating much better. Turkish swordsmen carry an X-Men over there. Lusitania had veteran shield warriors and Ibrahim slingers over there. Berserkers, swordmasters, the usual. Chibri bowwomen for Swebi. Now, something we didn't realize was happening with was I believe that we should have realized this because I was like, how can the Lusitania have so little troops? It's not normal, right? But they did, and that could only mean a bad thing for us. It means they have troops behind us. And over here, we instantly noticed that there's a lot of gaps, so I just start charging in my light. Well, my medium melee cav, these are decent. They have 38 weapon attack. They have decent charge. They have bonus versus large, so they do very well against elephants and other cav units. So they're definitely good. I just charge them in and I start disrupting the formation. I realize now I could have gone for those ballistas, but I just charge them into the rear of these. And these Numidian bowmen are not having a good time. My barbaric slingers are definitely doing the damage. I lose one of my barbaric slingers, but then I have my archers ready with fire arrows for those elephants. Saba has their cataphracts in the rear, and myself, companion cavalry, just charging forward. Paris lancers, everything just charging forward, and I'm just, I see an opportunity and I take it. This noble rider is going to go down. Now, this guy is good. This guy is very good. I don't know why, but he did not want to die. So just charging my troops over there, and I'm fighting against that and other noble riders. Mine are technically better in every way, but I believe somehow or another I start losing. Possibly the Pila. Okay, that explains a lot. The Pila throws were doing a lot of damage. I mean, mostly to my men, but also to his men. The CPS lancers managed to dodge a really, really good bow shot over there, but I'm getting the juicy stuff here. I'm managing to get past these Royal Peltas. They're trying to shoot at me, but I get through with my Hippias Lancers, and they are about to charge into the super juicy target of bowwomen. The charges start to charge, and they just smash through 3 units of infantry. Everything's collapsing in on them. One charge, they get 70 kills, and their elephants charge in. I'm trying to pull back my cavalry. I'm trying to push through over here because their units are in such disarray that I'm not managing. They get a really decent charge with their war elephants over there, but the war elephants are now going to be target fired by my men, which I'm pushing forward really as fast as I can. I'm trying to micromanage everything. These guys, you see, I did one charge and I got 177 kills. That's actually a really decent charge for me, and I saved my companion cavalry, most of them. as much as I could. And I had them their repair sensors ready. And this charge over here pretty much shattered a couple units of troops quite fast. And as I'm saying that, these elephants just wreak havoc in the rear of these Taurus spears and these Numidian bowmen. They're not doing well. They charge into the rear of their own man. These Taurus swordsmen. Oh, they're my own Taurus bowmen. I'm trying to pull them back. Carry and X-Men are not doing well, but the elephants just running amok into this position and just dealing so much damage, eliminating an entire unit over there of Turok swordsmen and doing definitely a lot of damage to their own units. And they're just running around. A couple of them start dying, and at this point, I was like, "Yep, oh my god, Egypt definitely did not have a good time. Elephants charging in its oh." Royal Torok swordsman getting absolutely wrecked. Oh my god. Yeah, this Royal Torok swordsman unit just lost so much. The elephants eventually do come back, but they have done so much damage to their own men that it is not healthy. That was definitely something to behold. As I'm saying this, I'm not. Ooh, did I miss this? Yeah, I missed this. Okay, so over here, it's my bad. I apologize. The Scythians and the Sabians deal with a massive Lusitani guerrilla force which was deployed behind our lines, and no wonder I missed that entire thing happening. They're just running them down, killing them to make sure that there's nothing left. When I was that was happening, I was trying to micro all of this shit over here. I charged in my companion cav once more into this Noble Rider, but I'm trying to do as much damage as I can, holding them back while these CPS dancers. I try to recreate that damage that I did previously to little effect. My other companion cavalry just charged into this Ptolemaic cav over here, trying to do damage, but it's not working. These CPS lancers are doing whatever they can, and my general is now ready to start charging in. The front line of the Egyptian army is definitely not doing a very healthy job. These guys, these elephants, of course, are doing damage, they're killing a lot, but the massacre that happened on the front will not be forgotten. Now, these Thorax swordsmen are still in decent shape, and they will, of course, do a lot of damage against my own Thorax swordsmen, but I am now strategically throwing in my Semite warriors wherever I can. And at this point, I realized, wait, am I the only one who's engaging? And I was like, oh, and because I thought my ally, because he had moved forward so much, was engaged, and I was like, oh shit, so I'm fighting all of this on my own, pretty much. And I was like, oops, well, shit. Now over here, I charge my general and I do a sandwich. These CPS lancers were just there to stop these bowmen from doing anything. And I pulled back from my general, instantly trying to save my general, because I didn't realize the elephants were coming into my units. My Semite warriors over there, are not. Oh, he actually stopped. Yep. The good thing over there, I damaged those bowmen to such an extent they wouldn't have been able to come back. I charge in, trying to break this unit of Thorax swordsmen and trying to do as much damage as I can. These Semite warriors over here are having a good time fighting these veteran shield warriors. But at this point, my allies came back from dealing with the, look how much. This is actually a decent shot. Let's take it. Yeah. Ooh, actually, the battlefield looks damn nice like this. Absolutely chaotic and just bloody insane. We're charging in left, right, and center. They brought a ballista for some reason. We had agreed no ballistas coming in. Sabian archers doing a lot of damage over there. And finally, the Mugcross Marauders are charging in. The noble swords are ready in the rear. Steppe lancers are just charging repeatedly wherever they see an opportunity and taking it. My own army is my general is kind of getting caught, but at the same time, these super heavy shock anti-cavalry. But these guys have how much? 10 bonus versus large, but they're built to deal with noble cav. Pretty much, they will do so much damage. These guys are still in very good health. They have been, all throughout the game. I really charged these royal peltas, but my general is not doing not getting the results I wanted. I wanted another result of close to the damage I had gotten over there. My Balearic slingers are shooting in as much as they can, emptying their ammo into their other slingers over here, their cousins pretty much. My troops over here, these Semite warriors, are surrounded from every end. Berserkers coming in, just not doing well. The general, the Stanley Nobles, is fighting against my Semite warriors over here, breaking me, and Egypt starts shattering because they have nothing left on the battlefield. They have been pretty much eradicated, and they're surrounded by the Royal Skythia, who are just waiting for their chance to charge in and break the enemy at their own pace. Maribor Guard holding the line, while as the Sabian archers in the rear are firing. This was honestly a much better game than I remembered. This is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Egypt still has a little bit of troops here and there, but they are out of position. They are very weak. They have been run over by elephants. They have been fighting since the start of the game. So they're winded and exhausted, but they're just not doing very well. These cataphract units over here are just charging the rear of these Royal Peltas, and that Royal Peltas is not long for this world. These Marib camels are something definitely to look at, and they do a lot of damage. But yeah, slowly but surely they were ripped to shreds. The remainder of the noble lancers are just rear charging every unit as possible. These Masquerade Marauders, honestly, I need to try them out more often. Finally, my last unit of frontline infantry is breaking. My slingers over here, 261 kills, just fighting in the front, and everyone is just breaking apart whatever we can, picking off what's left of their army, which is not much at this point. And it was a landslide victory on our side. Yes, my army got wiped out, but my ally armies, I mean, look at this, right? These guys, barely any damage done to them, and they just hundreds of kills, just racking up. And you need a player like that on your team. You need someone who can deal the damage that's needed, while you need someone who is, the person that charges in and occupies the enemy. I believe I'm the person that charges in and occupies the enemy, and I believe I've done a good job at that. Considering how many the troops I was fighting the entire Lusitani front line and the entire front line of the Egyptian. So, yeah, considering that, I was quite happy. Seba did also insanely well, and Seba, Razvan, I believe it was, and this was Ascen's the staff lancers, did insanely good damage to, while taking very little punishment in return. These swordmasters are what's left for the Swebi, and this pretty much is going to be the end game. These elephants are breaking. Shameful display, very shameful display, and that's the end of the game pretty much. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. If you have your own replay, send them on Totalwarbro. I'll start the outro now, so then we'll just skip through the results. But yeah, hope you really enjoyed this, and as always, I will have a lot. I actually think I have like 7 or 8 replays, I think, that I need to get over this weekend. But that will clear me up for next week, which would be fantastic. And if next week I'll be able to do another 7 or 8, I'll clear in the week after, and then I can focus on my studies. Okay, and replay. So, of course, I didn't do too bad. I did lose I lost all of my army pretty much. But considering, I can't believe that this guy got 177 kill on one charge. And that's the kind of charge I should have gotten with the others, but I did not. Essence, of course, just half his army didn't even partake in battle. I mean, he had units who were just picking up stragglers that were breaking to make sure they don't return. And Distruginator L, which was the random, but he comes on pretty often onto the stream. So he's not really a random. Murray Broadcast, yeah, he. Wait, what am I saying? Oh, I'm sorry, Razvan. I'm really sorry. I'm very tired. It is 4:15 a.m. and I have woken up at 8 a.m. So I'm very sorry. That's Razvan, of course. This was a random. This was Daniel who joined us today, and Drogo was a random as well. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, subscribe, like, yada yada. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna run because I really want to get some sleep. Take care. Take care of yourselves. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night. I don't know where you are, so hope you enjoyed it. Bye bye.